What if I told you there's an island so cursed that ships wreck on its shores, planes vanish from the skies above it, and even the people who step foot on it are never the same again? A paradise so beautiful, yet so deadly, sailors named it the Island of No Return. This is the terrifying mystery of Palmyra Atoll. For centuries, this remote cluster of islets has carried a reputation of mystery and death. Long before GPS or satellites, sailors knew to avoid it. Its jagged reefs tore apart ship hulls like paper. Its location, over 1,000 miles south of Hawaii, meant isolation so complete that any distress call was more like a whisper into the void. But the tragedies surrounding Palmyra weren't just accidents. They were chilling. The first tale of doom dates back to 1802. A ship named the Palmyra was sailing across the Pacific when it struck the reefs surrounding the island. The crew made it ashore, but what happened next remains unknown. Some survivors were never seen again. Others told strange stories, unnatural silence, eerie lights in the sky, and the overwhelming feeling that they were being watched. That shipwreck gave the island its name, and from that moment on, Palmyra Atoll was marked by fear. Throughout the 1800s and early 1900s, ships continued to disappear near its waters. Wreckage would wash ashore, but no survivors, no bodies. Nothing but shredded sails and broken planks. Whalers reported bizarre compass readings near the atoll. Others swore they heard screaming from the jungle at night, even though no one lived there. Then came World War II. The U.S. military transformed Palmyra into a secret base, a strategic outpost in the Pacific. Runways were built, barracks constructed. Naval patrols flew day and night, but even with all that structure, the island resisted. Planes crashed without warning, sometimes during clear weather. Soldiers reported sleepless nights, haunted by whispers, and unexplained movements in the dark. Some refused to go on nighttime patrols at all. There were even reports, quietly buried in military records, of men who simply vanished. No trace, no goodbye, just gone. When the war ended, the military abandoned Palmyra. And that's when one of the island's most gruesome stories emerged. In 1974, a wealthy sailing couple, Malcolm Mac Graham and his wife, Eleanor Muff Graham, set out for a dream journey. Their destination, Palmyra Atoll. They wanted peace, solitude, adventure, but they weren't alone. Another couple, Buck Walker and his girlfriend, were also on the island, but they weren't tourists. They were fugitives, escaping charges back in the U.S. They arrived at Palmyra hoping to disappear. Tensions rose quickly. The Grahams felt unsafe. But by the time anyone knew something was wrong, it was too late. Months later, Buck Walker and his girlfriend returned to Hawaii, sailing the Grahams' boat. Suspicion grew. Authorities launched an investigation. And in 1981, the truth surfaced. A partially buried metal box washed up on the shores of Palmyra. Inside were human remains, later confirmed to be Eleanor Graham. Her body had been burned, her bones broken. Malcolm's body was never found. Walker was eventually convicted of murder. But the horror of what happened on that remote island became legend. It wasn't just the brutality of the crime. It was the setting, the island, the isolation, and the haunting feeling that Palmyra somehow invites disaster, but it didn't stop there. Even in recent decades, modern sailors have reported strange phenomena near the island, compass needles spinning uncontrollably, radios picking up voices speaking in unknown languages, equipment failing for no reason. Several fishermen claim the sea around Palmyra is different, that it pulls on boats, that no matter the current or the wind, something beneath the surface tugs at them, like the ocean itself is alive and angry. Adventurers who've stepped foot on the island describe an immediate sense of dread. The jungle is too quiet. There are no bird calls, no insects. Just a dense, suffocating silence. One visitor claimed he felt as if he were being watched every second he was there, followed by something unseen. Paranormal researchers have proposed wild theories. Some say Palmyra is home to a magnetic anomaly, a natural disruption that messes with instruments and perceptions. Others believe it as a site of ancient spiritual energy, cursed long before modern maps ever showed it. And then there are the fringe theorists. They whisper that Palmyra is more than cursed, that it's a portal. A tear between dimensions, a place where reality bends. A place the Earth never meant to be found. Whether you believe in ghosts, science, or something stranger, one thing is undeniable. The stories are consistent. Disappearance, dread, death. Palmyra Atoll isn't just another island. It has become something more, a legend, a warning. A reminder that even in today's world of satellites and science, there are still places where mystery rules. And the ocean doesn't give back what it takes. So the next time you dream of white sands and endless waves, remember, sometimes paradise is just the bait, and Palmyra Atoll. It may be beautiful, but it's also the island of no return.